To my boy savior, the firelight in a barren wasteland. I hope that enough time has passed that maybe this won't sting as much when you receive it. I wanted to reach out so much sooner, but I didn't want to reopen healing wounds. I never really got the chance to thank you for so many things. I don't even know where to start. I feel like I never gave you enough credit for anything. And if I'm honest, I was a bit jealous of you. That despite your pain, you managed to create something beautiful and meaningful. You made the absolute best out of your circumstances, while I clung to anything that could maybe give me the feeling of being loved. That someone, somewhere, needed me. No matter how much of a jinx I was, I didn't know how to deal with the feelings of guilt. Not only did I manage to end the lives of so many people I cared about, I thought I hurt Vi so much that she could never forgive me. I did a lot of things for her because I wanted her to believe in me. I didn't know how to believe in myself. So I banked on others to do it for me. I know we were both young, but I looked to her as a mother, which is a big ask for someone who is still a child. We all wanted more for ourselves. I know that. We deserved more than Zahn. But it's hard when you feel like you're always fighting a losing battle. And I was so caught up in all of my pain, my hurt, my loss. I forgot that you also suffered those same things. Perhaps even more than myself and Vi. I wish I could have been there for you. I was so lost in my own abandonment. I didn't think you were the one left most alone in all of this. I used to be so tunnel visioned on being someone Vi could count on and be proud of. I forgot you were always by my side, cheering me on, hyping me up as we grew up together. Although I can reminisce about the time we did have together before everything. I don't quite have the capabilities of going back in time. Even if there was a way, I don't think I would change anything. I used to be so down on myself because of all that I was and all that I had done. And especially everything I wasn't. I didn't want to be that way, but I still watched myself dig my grave deeper and deeper. I knew I had to break the cycle. That was very clear to me. But I didn't really understand what that cycle was. I know people wanted Powder back. I believe she's still in me. Somewhere. But I try to protect her innocence. I keep her to myself. Because she is extremely precious to me. One of the lights that guides me. Had you not shown up that day, I wouldn't have ever found that light or experienced it. I know for a long time you thought the same things that everyone else did. I can't blame you for that. It's hard not to. I fully believed and thought it myself. But I think as much as I hurt you and others, you still hadn't given up on me. Even though you believed you did. You hold a lot of hope, Echo. You bring that into a lot of people's lives. I know others still saw some good in me. It didn't quite click though. It felt like they had to fix me. I was broken. My heart had been in a million pieces. But I was never broken. Fragmented, maybe. As much as I wanted to be the things that Vi wanted me to be, I can't go back to that version of myself. Even back then, I had my unsavory parts. I had just as much hurt back then, if not more. Powder deserves to rest, much like I deserve to rest now. Jinx was my greatest source of pain, but it became my ultimate power. When you showed up that day, I thought you were trying to fix me, just like everyone else, holding on to a version of me that would likely never see the light of day again. You gave me the hope that what I thought were flaws were actually strengths. I could only see one narrative back then. I truly believed there were no good versions of me. To end all of the suffering, the ones I caused and the ones I dealt with myself, I had to take myself out of the equation. For good. I thought there was only all good and all bad. I couldn't hold two truths at once. I didn't know that for there to be light, there also had to be darkness. Stars shine the brightest in the night sky after all. You reignited the light in me that I thought went out years ago. In reality, I just neglected it. As I think back now, I wonder how much of my reality I manifested. Doubled down on the misery of it all. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be living the life I live now. I thought leaving would hurt more than it did. but it was more bittersweet than anything else. Of course, I didn't want to cause more heartache. I just felt like I needed a fresh start. I needed to get away so that I could live life as a stranger. Rewrite my own story. There were too many memories. Too many reminders. From myself and others. I didn't want to fall back into old habits. I still remember what you said. That sometimes taking a leap forward means leaving a few things behind. I'm not exactly sure what that meant for you, or what you were trying to tell me. I could make an educated guess, but I don't think that's the point. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I didn't want to leave you behind. I didn't want to leave you in a limbo of wondering. Yet that's exactly what I did. I don't regret the decision I made, but I do regret denying the chance for things to be different between us, to grow and evolve. Which is why I'm writing this letter. I want you to know that not a moment goes by that I don't wonder, what if? That I don't wonder how you're doing, if you even still think of me, or if I'm just a ghost in the attic. There's been so many times I've been tempted to come and check on you. See how things are, what you have created. Though my memory of you is quite distant now, your voice still lingers in my ears. And it drives me to be better. It reignites the belief in myself and my capabilities. I will always be drawn to the darkness, but I know now that isn't a bad thing. I feel if I didn't experience those things, I wouldn't be who I am today. I wouldn't know what I know now. I still regret my actions. But I am trying my best to use those as lessons and stepping stones for something greater. I hope there's a lot of greatness in your life. I am eternally grateful for you. I don't think I can ever repay you for what you did for me. But I do hope that I can improve things around me and give the hope you gave me to others. Maybe in another lifetime, things could be different for us. At least that's what I want to believe. Sincerely, your best enemy.